Well, I don't never do no elaborate eyeshadow. I'm really talking like I'm just some type of makeup artist. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a makeup must-haves video for you all. I just want to say thank you to you all because I now have over 100 subscribers. I'm just so happy, okay? I'm just, like I'm really holding in my excitement. The giveaway is coming. What you will need to do is to make sure that you're following me on Instagram, because I will make the post on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram at Maisha Fabre, and within a week there should be a post with the directions and what you need to do and all of that good stuff for the giveaway. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends, tell everybody, okay? If you want to see how I do my makeup and hear about all of the products and things that I use, then just keep on watching. Hey girl, hey. Today I am going to be doing a makeup must-haves, and basically I'm going to be talking and walking you through my makeup instead of just the music and all of that. So I'm going to be talking to you about what I'm doing, the makeup that I'm using, the brushes that I'm using, all of that. So let's hop right into the video. All right, so first things first, I feel like I always start off by saying first things first. I don't know. Anyway, first things first. To prime my face, I always use the, can you even see that? See the light? I always use the Tatcha silk canvas primer, and so I basically put it in this area and a little on my forehead, like in between here, just because that's where I usually tend to shine a little bit more. I have oily skin. I almost slick have combination skin. Sometimes I feel like sometimes my face be a little dry in certain areas, and most of the time it's oily. Okay, so after I prime my face, I pretty much go right into my foundation. Now, if I'm doing some type of elaborate eyeshadow or something, I don't never do no elaborate eyeshadow. I'm really talking like I'm just some type of makeup artist. Let me scratch that. If I'm doing like some type of colorful eyeshadow look, or like maybe I'm using glitters or something like that, then I'll go ahead and start with my eyes before I do my foundation. But for the most part, I start with foundation because I'm usually going to do something very natural on my eyelid. So for foundation, I have been using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop full coverage foundation. I'm in the shade Honey. So this is a matte foundation. Like I said, I have oily skin, so I tend to use matte foundation. So I pump some like on my maybe 2 pumps. If you like, 2 pumps should be enough. So I pump that on the back of my hand, and then I place it, swipe it, dab it, dot it, whatever, all over my face. Okay, then I'm taking my sponge This sponge is a Sonia Kashuk. I don't know. Anyway, you can get Sonia Kashuk products at the Target. These are my favorite sponges. I would use this Sonia Kashuk sponge or those orange Real Technique sponges or e.l.f. sponges. And I probably don't have to say this, but let me say it. Your sponge should be wet. It should be damp. So before I started this video, I went ahead and cleaned my sponge with some dish detergent. What am I saying? Anyway, I cleaned it with dish detergent before I started the video. You're just going to continue to pounce this in your skin. Okay, here we go again with the iCloud people trying to knock me out. Anyway, I was saying make sure that you pounce the foundation into your skin. Now I'm going to move on to concealers. I use these two concealers from Maybelline, and I use one that's closer to my skin tone, which is it is in the shade 50 Cafe. And then I would use another, it's the same Maybelline concealer, but it's in the shade 57 Walnut. And so this one I use to contour. And I usually just do like a little line like that. And then I put a little on my forehead because I have a 5 head and I like to minimize that as best as I can. And so I'm going to use this sponge from e.l.f. because Aaliyah J said so. So I'm using this. And my highlight concealer is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer from Too Faced, and this is in the shade Warm Sand. So these are the Maybelline concealers that I use. You can get these at Target, and I'm going to use the Born This Way Too Faced concealer to brighten it up. And I usually like do 3 little dots or something like that. I do put it on my nose. Like so. With the multi sculpting concealer by Too Faced that I just put on, I like to use a brush instead of a sponge, and this is a e.l.f. brush that I'm using. And I kind of pack it in, or pack it on rather, like I'm pressing it in with the brush. I can't wait to get some food when I'm done with this. I'm so hungry. But if I went and got food first and then ate, I wasn't gonna feel like doing this. So I want to eat and get in the bed and watch Cosby Show. the contour, I'm using a BH Cosmetics number 3 brush. You're going to blend this out. And I got a bump on my forehead. It hurts. Now, after I do that, I would get my airspun loose face powder. This can be found at Target, and I'm going to set my under eye with this. And I'm just going to go back in with the sponge I used for the concealer. And so everywhere that I put that highlight is where I'm going to place the powder. Now I'm just pressing it in. So I guess I'm not necessarily baking, but I do press most of it in. So that's that. I will use my NARS. This is, I don't know what this is. I think it is spelled Gienah. Gienah? I'm gonna go with gienah. Anyway, looks like this. And I'm using all of this, okay? This is, I'm gonna use a BH Cosmetics number 32 brush. And I'm going to place this on the concealer I used to contour. So this is for that. So everywhere I put that darker shade of concealer, I'm just gonna set it with this powder. So that's on my forehead and my cheeks. So now I'm gonna contour my nose with this same NARS powder, and I'm going to use a e.l.f. brush. You can get e.l.f. brushes at Target. Now, I'm not really gonna do any eyeshadow look or anything, but I'm gonna just take my favorite crease brush. That's my favorite eyeshadow brush. It is a Lamora blending brush. I think I got this from Amazon. I don't know who Lamora is. I'm gonna take the same NARS palette I was using to contour, and I'm going to put this as like a transition shade because I'm not gonna do too much. with the eyeshadow. But if you just want something quick and neutral and natural, whatever, then you can do this. Just take your bronzer shade or your contour shade and just do that. Now I'm done with it. I am going to take my Fenty Beauty powder. This is called, oh, it's a bronzer. It is the Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in Caramel Cutie. I use it to balance out the rest of my face. So I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics number 125 brush. That's done. Now I'm going to take my setting sprays. I use two. I like to do the NYX matte finish Fenty matte spray first, and then once I'm done spraying this, I'm going to spray the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I think I just like feel refreshed or something. And it just kind of puts like a little bit more life back into my face because I use all of those matte products. Now, excuse me, I love the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. Next, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty highlight in the shade Hustla, baby. Okay, I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. BH Cosmetics, like, I need to like talk to them because maybe I can get some sponsorships or something. Anyway, now I'm gonna take my bronzer. It is a Milani bronzer in the shade Soleil. It says 05 Soleil. So now here's the thing with my brush that I like to use for my bronzer. The stick part, the stem part, the handle part, it fell out. Okay, I think I got this brush. This is one of those, I don't know where this brush came from. I don't even want to lie to y'all. I think it was a BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know the number though. So I swirled it around up in there, and I pretty much put it on top of the contour. I'm just gonna use my beauty supply gloss. So this is, actually I got this from Target. This is LA Girl gloss topper, and I love it. It's kind of on the thick consistency side, but I like it a lot. Period. Okay, your lip gloss is popping, and that's about it. These are the steps that I do every day for my makeup. These are the makeup must-haves. So I feel like if you're able to follow this, then you can have a natural beat. Okay.